Vietnamese President Luong Cuong arrives in Laos on Thursday for a two-day state visit on April 24th to 25th at the invitation of Secretary-General of the Laos People's Revolutionary Party and President of Laos, Thongloun Sisoulith. The visit aims to enhance the great friendly relations, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two neighboring countries. State President Luong Cuong and a high-ranking Vietnamese delegation arrived at Wat Thai International Airport in Vientiane on April 24th in the afternoon, beginning a two-day state visit to Laos at the invitation of Secretary-General of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, Central Committee, and President Thongloun Sisoulith. The delegation was welcomed at Wat Thai International Airport by Kimberly Phonsena, Minister and Chairwoman of the Presidential Office of Laos, Aspantong Sipandon, Mayor of Vientiane Capital, a Lao Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Lao Ambassador to Vietnam Kampao Euntavan, and several officials from the Lao Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Vietnamese Ambassador Nguyen Minh Tâm and the embassy staff also present at the airport to welcome the delegation. Secretary-General of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, Central Committee, and President of Laos, Thongloun Sisoulith, hosted an official welcome ceremony in Vientiane on April 24th in the afternoon for Vietnamese State President Luong Cuong, who is on a two-day state visit to Laos. President Luong Cuong is visiting Laos at the invitation of the Secretary-General of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee and President of Laos, Mr. Thongloun Sisoulith, with the aim of further enhancing the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two countries. President Luong Cuong was then accompanied by President Thongloun to inspect a guard of honor at the presidential office. This marks the President Cuong's first state visit to Laos, underscoring Vietnam's high regard and priority towards Laos and the determination of the leaders of the two parties and countries to promote the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between Vietnam and Laos. The Vietnamese media described this visit as a highly significant, demonstrating the steadfastness of the Vietnamese party and state in prioritizing the Lao state and the unique Vietnam-Laos relationship in its foreign policy. It reaffirms Vietnam's strong support for Laos' renewal process and aims to strengthen the special closeness and affection between the high-level leaders of the two parties and countries. Following the ceremony, the two leaders engaged in talks, with President Thongloun extending a warm welcome and congratulating his Vietnamese counterpart on his election as the President of Vietnam. He expressed deep appreciation for President Luong Cuong's visit, his first visit to Laos in his role as head of state, highlighting its significant contribution to deepening the great friendship, special solidarity, and multifaceted cooperation between the parties, governments, and people of Laos and Vietnam. The two presidents had candid and fraternal discussions, exchanging views on socio-economic development in their respective countries and commending the successes achieved by both nations. They reviewed past cooperation and outlined strategic priorities for the future, agreeing that bilateral relations have continued to grow robustly across all sectors over the past year, including political cooperation, defense, foreign affairs, as well as economic and trade ties. Cooperation in technology, education, health, culture, sports, tourism, mass organizations, and people-to-people links were also highlighted. The importance of fulfilling high-level agreements and strategic joint projects, particularly those enhancing economic connectivity to support regional integration and future growth, was emphasized. The two leaders exchanged views on regional and international issues of mutual interest. President Thongloun expressed gratitude to Vietnam for its profound solidarity following the passing of former President Kampao Sipandon, a revered revolutionary leader and close friend of Vietnam. He acknowledged Vietnam's invaluable assistance in Laos' struggle for liberation and current nation-building efforts. President Luong Cuong expressed appreciation for the warm hospitality and reaffirmed Vietnam's commitment to deepening the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two nations. The two presidents witnessed the signing of three key documents: a letter of intent on Vietnam's assistance in building the headquarters of Laos Border Military Command, a 2025 cooperation plan between the two countries' ministries of justice, and a memorandum of understanding on cooperation between Attapeu Province and Gia Lai Province in Vietnam from 2025 to 2030. They also witnessed the handover of an amended investment license in Sekaman 3 Hydropower Company Limited. President Luong Cuong is scheduled to meet President of the National Assembly Dr. Saisampon Phongvihan, Prime Minister Somsai Sivandon, and other Lao government leaders. Additionally, the Vietnamese delegation will attend a Laos-Vietnam friendship gathering, pay tribute to former Lao leaders, lay a wreath at the Unknown Soldier Monument, tour the Kaesong Phongvihan Museum, and visit President Sukarnabhong Memorial. The visit by the Vietnamese president reaffirms the unwavering commitment of both nations to strengthen their enduring partnership and foster mutual development and prosperity.